Welcome back, fellow gamers. This is Gamer1745 here, going to kick off the war here for you. Just want to say I've got to watch myself because I'm letting these episodes get a bit too long. I really think so. So I'm going to try to keep the time down a little bit and just chop it into pieces. I just get involved in playing. So I'm sorry for that. I'm still learning. I'm hoping to get better for this. Okay. We're going to declare war, but what we need to do now is we need to go over here where we're importing from outside of Europe. We need to cancel these because we don't want to have the losses from British subs or other anti-convoy elements. So the Iraqi and Iranian oil will have to stop. Selling overseas is fine. So if they keep buying, we can keep selling. Don't know if that's a realistic thing, the idea that their ships can come into our ports without being bombed or not. But so the majors are up front, are the first ones. Then you drop down to local Europeans, and then below that here, Bulgaria and below are outside of Europe, so we only have exports here. Now we're going to need to try to replace some of that income. So we're going to see if we can sell. And we're quite lucky here in that they need a lot of supplies right now. They've got lots of money, so let's see if we can max out with them. And we recently had that won't be useful. Okay, so we want to do that. So we're going to be starting that there. Now we also want to get these guys out here. We're not going to start the war day one here, but this is just of this playthrough, but this is just the getting everything ready and going. We want to wait for all these to end. We're going to go convoy rating, and we're going to go passive. Okay. Get a few of these out. We're going to send them first to here, base them out of here. See if we can catch anything coming in and out of Europe from Poland or other. Guys are going to patrol. So are these guys. These coastal submarines are also going to patrol here. This is to deal with if the Poles come out from Danzig, or when we take it, or whatever we will be dealing with that there. Don't want to get the okay, these are not, that's not what I was looking for. Here. These are the seaplane tenders. They make supposedly good, I haven't really played with them much, good sub spotters. And if I'm not mistaken, they have some subs, so I want to put them out here. Patrol. Aggressively. So you can see where they're going to be heading out operationally here. So we're going to let the clock go a couple of days here. Sorry. To get the submarines out past. Okay, we got our agreement. So we get 16 coming in after canceling this. Continental military power there. Brandenburg commando units available. Yes, we want that. And this one we're going to send up here to eventually join up with one of the parachute divisions on easy. I think I have a parachute division. No, I don't have one there. So I'm going to fly them. To here. Might as well get these guys out here. concentrates anybody coming out. Port there immediately gets jumped. These guys here, we're also going to send them, well, they're not as effective, but we're also going to send them on naval strike operations, just in this general area. So now we have many units being active here. Just in case they start routing their convoys this way. I don't think they will, at least in my recent experience has shown, even if they start taking heavy losses. The AI doesn't seem smart enough to reroute around some of the worst affected spots. What is this? Something I haven't canceled? No, it's first. No, it's not the one. There's trade. Hardly ever look at trade. Money for crude oil from where? Let's find it here. Something I didn't cancel. Oh, Japan is one that hasn't canceled. We gotta get that canceled. There we go. So I don't want any of these things. There. Okay, submarine fire control system's good. Now, is there any other guy I've said before? I'm not terribly interested in that too much. So we've got most of their techs doing well. We'll increase the forage. All my research there. Okay. Okay, in reality this would start like panicking if the rest of the world noticed all this additional activity. Start panicking them with, oh my god, what are they up to? Why are they doing all this? Still room in the... No, the Mountain Corps Division is filled up there. I'll leave them independent for the moment. I'll also get these guys going. These guys will have longer range. They don't have an escort with them. That makes them a little more vulnerable. Okay, we're going to go down here. Get these guys. I want them to head back once they start losing. Organization is sort of why I'm using them, or primary reason is why I'm using this passive. All the submarines are out past the Narrows here, where they might get picked up, but they're going to spread their chaos as they go to their station. So I'm going to save this here just in case for some reason something goes wrong, but I hope not. Okay, so now is the time for this. Danziger War. Nice little image of Danzig there. You can read it all about their versions of why this happened. So we're going to declare war on Poland. Get the conf group event there. Send it over here. Well, he probably won't be used for the invasion of Poland. Okay. Now, diplomacy. Let's go up to the Germany. So we're at war with Poland, United Kingdom, France, Iraq, which hopefully Iraq will be on our side eventually. Oman, Yemen, Bhutan, Nepal, and Burma. Okay. Now we have a bunch of these decisions to make here. We're going to grab a medium size fleet. We'll take a bit of a hit until May 41, reorganizing up our thing. If we do that, small fleet. We're going to do this one. That will get us some of the transports here. These guys. A bigger auxiliary vessel and some of these. Hopefully that'll be enough for starting. I think there'll be more chances for some of those others. And we want to get the home front event going. Wartime measures. Here we go. National revolt risk will be down. Energy will be up because obviously there's rationing going on. Money will be less. Consumer goods during wartime will be less. We'll lose a bunch of supplies but gain some metal, rare material. A bunch of manpower, which is very important. Officers are also important. Lose money. Gain 2 in dissent. Fortunately that bumps us up here, but what I'm hoping is this is already down to 4, so these consumer goods will more quickly reduce the dissent there. I'm going to save obviously the Operation Fall Gelb until we're ready to go into the Low Countries and the Blitzkrieg event until we're ready to go into the West. Could be useful here, but I don't think we need it just yet. We'll overrun Poland pretty quickly. Now I want to also get my, now that we're at war, get my air power up and operating for the interceptors particularly. They'll also operate currently as interceptors, not so great, but I guess I have contempt for the Polish. That's pretty good. I can just simply go up here to see if there's... These guys, we're going to leave them be for the moment as well. Set these guys up even as daytime except keep them mostly in the east. Keep Berlin safe. Here we go. Put him on just to protect this rural area here that the British love to bomb. Pretty large area there, so central Germany's there intercept. Okay, we want to reposition him. Eventually I'm going to move him to the west, but for now, because we still have the Polish situation to deal with here. He's weaker than I wanted to stick somebody up there by himself. I'm going to put him on their superiority, basically. Still flying over there. Hoping to overwhelm any air power that they stick up into this area. Okay, that should mostly deal with the western front in the air. Okay, so we've got the air set up to intercept. We've got naval strike air going on. We've got patrols going on up here. We've got anti-shipping operations as well. We have many subs heading out to their respective areas. They're going to start picking off convoys here as they move out. These guys are also going to start picking off convoys as they move out. So now we're going to crush Poland. Because the Poles have attempted to defend everything, they are defending nothing. see how well that SA unit does. Forward here. Okay, that should be sufficient for our initial attacks on Poland. Okay, let's go to there and look. We want all these, so we say Poland is pushing it. And I could try to drag it out for an experience point gain, but it's a little cheesy, and I don't want to take too long before I get all of these forces back over here for operations in the east. But let's see how these French attacks. This is something I literally just sort of forgot to do, is to mobilize the army before the start of the war. Oh well. Shouldn't harm anything significant. Okay, I'm still producing more supplies. It's just all the supplies are being sent out. Okay, now I'm not going to ask for transit rights. I have other plans for you. For Yugoslavia. Okay, we're going to be using more oil. So we're already starting to fight in here. So there's it's going to be a combination of these cheap ships, and our air power is going to win those battles, hopefully. Okay, gotta keep on all this. So all these guys quickly move forward. Add them to a division. give them support there. Trying to do a few little minor pockets, creating there. So he's already got 5% experience. We'll let them fight for a little bit more time before sending in reinforcements. See, we've already taken out a light cruiser. And they're expensive. Use those SS troopers for something. Icy's back from dealing with their mobilization. Yeah, we'll give them fuel for some money. Medium armor design, so increased to 4. That is good. We're gonna, work on light armor designs. Look at, see if we've sunk anything. Hey, see all those convoys I just sunk? Or escorts, or whatever it was I took out? In each of these places. So just a slaughter there. We've been doing some battles up here. Not really so much convoys. Coming out of the Red Sea. See, they're following my tracks here. There's some British cruisers there. make sure the ships got out here quick. Now we're gonna start our other operations here. I had not forgotten. I just sort of wanted the AIs to sort of think they know where everything is and start sending ships after my subs to all of a sudden get hit in another area. Okay, that'll be the end of this episode. We will pick it up very shortly with another episode. I hope these opening moves are of interest. You can see, generally speaking, I'm going to be plowing down into here for the north, from the south up to here. Cut them off here. I basically got a pocket started here, almost. Well, these guys are about ready to fall, so it'll take out that. We're trying to get a small pocket down here. They're fortified is sort of why they're doing as well as they are. But we're moving ahead there. So they'll be pushing up there. This is almost entirely unnecessary. They would have done much better had they done some sort of defensive line around there, or even just in their core, but idiot AIs. Alright, thank you for viewing. See you next episode.